P Valley on Stars. It's the hottest, newest thing in my community.
So good.
What is this show? They keep posting this picture of this dude, like with face tattoos, gold teeth, and all that. Just like this tough looking dude or whatever.
They did time to make a fast drop. For the bad shit,
like baby girl, this real shit. Yeah, street nigga thinking in the streets. I just want a bad bitch to come and suck my dick.
And I find out what the show is all about. P Valley is about like a strip club. The owner is a gay man.
Why are you gay?
So this guy, Lil Murda, and this gay man, whose name is Uncle Clifford, have like a relationship type thing, like where they have sex and all that, and they like have this thing for each other. I don't watch the show. I've seen like pieces of it. I just seen strippers dancing and stuff.
I don't give a fuck.
Lil Murda, women like him naturally because he has that typical bad boy look. In our environment, we have to fit in. We have to kind of look the part, because if you don't look the part of whatever environment that you're in, you will stick out and you will either be picked on, asked questions, or just looked at totally different if you don't match that environment that you're in. And a lot of people have become like chameleons and, you know, masters of disguising and masters of faking a lot of things. People post on Facebook saying, with a picture of Lil Murda, saying, it's a lot of dudes just like him. It's a lot of dudes just like him. Why are men like this? Why are men down low? They have a situation with a woman and they start to go the other way. All right, look, it's some people that are just, you know, people just naturally like them and they just say the right things and do the right things and have the right confidence and attitude. They get all these women. It's easy to them. Like, you know, they mastered it from a young age. So they get to the point where it's boring. So they start to try more extreme things, right? More extreme things just to get that rush. I have a video about people wanting to get a rush. It's not just for women. Everybody want a rush. It's the excitement of the whole situation. So men start trying different things with their girl, trying different things, threesomes, foursomes, whatever can get them off at that point. So it sometimes gets to the point where you just keep going higher and higher, and then you go to a whole different situation. Like you be like, damn, I'm bored. Maybe you're drunk. Maybe it's something you always thought about, and you end up trying things with a man. And this is what it is. Too much of anything is bad. It's like drugs.
Well, when life gives you lemons.
I see this all the time. Like, they start off drinking, smoking. You know, that's cool and all. Then they start with the pills and they start with it. Then they just keep going higher and higher. Weed and a drink just ain't enough at that point for them to get higher and higher. And they just keep trying things, keep trying things until they get to a spot where it's like they're comfortable. Or they can get to the spot where they're too far gone and they're just a fiend and they're strung out. So too much of anything is bad for you. These people, they get to that point where they're chasing a higher high and they don't have self-control and they can't cap themselves at a certain area. They don't have a limit. So back to the whole sex thing. I've known people personally, good with women and all that, but at a point in time, they want something different. They start to go the other way. And I have nothing against gay people. I don't have anything against none of that. I don't speak on any of that. I just let people be what they want to be. I've known people who, like I said, naturally good with women, have all the sex in the world. I used to look at some of these people like, damn, like you could get all these girls and I'm just sitting here watching porn. This is me back in the day, like you could get all these girls. But it gets boring to them, man. This is just a trend, you know. And it's not to judge anybody, but this is just how it goes. You start to chase that high. You know, you want to get off in a better way. You want to get off in a deeper way. You want to get off however you want, because that same old isn't cutting it no more. And a lot of people have the personality like that. A lot of people aren't content. They just need more. They need to be more extreme. And that's that. So we can also relate this, like even for the people who aren't good with women, people who watch porn. People who watch porn all the time, it's like, first it starts off like just some basic stuff, okay? You're just watching certain types of porn, and then it starts to get further and further because like, damn, I'm tired of seeing the same type of pornography. I want to see something more. I want to see something different. So he starts to get a little more extreme, a little more extreme, a little more extreme. I remember I was in church and my pastor was telling us a story about this guy who had a porn addiction. And it got so bad to the point where this man started watching gay porn. And he was struggling with this problem for years, and it just got to that point. And that's just what he was into at that point, because it's like I guess that's what did it for him, because he started with the basics, then it went more extreme, more extreme, more extreme, and then it becomes unhealthy and unrealistic when it comes to expectations from a woman, for one, and two, it warps your mind into thinking whatever, like you just need more, and it puts you in this like crazy mindset. Your thoughts are extreme, and you can't, sometimes some people can't even think normal until they, watch porn, get their fix of porn. I've seen it on shows and all that. My pastor done told me about it. Too much of anything can be bad. So back to the whole down low thing. I don't think that it's right to out somebody. You shouldn't out anybody if they're not ready to come to terms with like what they've become, or for some, who they've always been. Because a lot of people would argue this is who they've always been. It just finally came to light. I don't know too much about that. I don't try to touch on those things, but it's wrong to out somebody, but it's wrong also to like play both sides of the field. Like if you want to mess with males and females, let that be known. Like if that's your thing, if you're bisexual, just be bisexual and just live your life. Whatever. Like you shouldn't really care what nobody say at that point. But yeah, man, it all really just comes down to having too much of one thing. Or also it can come down to maybe you were messed with as a child. Like maybe you was messed with by the same gender. A lot of things that happen to you in your childhood, you subconsciously like keep a lot of those things. So you get to a certain age and wonder, why do I feel this way about this situation? Or it ain't right and this and that. And a lot of people would fight against it. Like, hey, maybe they were touched as a kid. They hate the feelings that they have towards a situation. Like, damn, I shouldn't be liking this. I shouldn't feel good about this, but I can't stop thinking about this. And it really becomes an issue when you start to bash that type of thing. Like, for instance, Aaron Hernandez, when he was little, his brother said that he believes that his brother was messed around with by an older male when he was little. And Aaron grew up feeling a certain way, hating people, using the F word for gay people and saying all this stuff about gay people, but in reality, he was fighting an internal fight, coming to terms with, hey, this is what it is like at this point. Like, and it came out that Aaron Hernandez did like have a lover or whatever, and the reason he was even in jail was because the man he killed was going to expose that he had a gay lover or whatever. All right, fair enough. But at the end of the day, man, you just got to let people be people. And yes, there is a lot of Lil Murdas in this world. There's a whole lot of them. Like I said, you could be sitting right next to one. It could be your friends, your family. You don't know what people do. And a lot of the time you never will. But a lot of things do come to light. And that's just what it is, man. So, about that, man, just don't make fun of these people, man. It's not, it's not nothing to really make fun of. I know for a woman, if you find out that your man likes other men,
What are you, fucking gay?
You are gay.
you will feel like a sense of betrayal. You'll be mad. But it is what it is. People are going to be people. People are going to do what they want to do at the end of the day. So what you can do is just keep on looking forward, and you should be able to see some signs or whatever the case may be. You'll eventually get to what you need to get to when it comes to these types of situations. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of those out there, and I'm not here to bash them. You don't know what happened in their lives to make them like that. So really, at the end of the day, either they just keep going higher and higher with the whole sex thing. This is why celebrities are like that. You know, they keep going higher and higher. They just need more, whether it's more drugs, whether it's more sex, more crazy types of situations when it comes to sex, to fill that need, because, you know, when you do it so much, it gets boring. You play something or do something for so long, it's like, damn, I want to try something else. Give me something new. So yeah, that's how that goes. But yeah, if you got any questions, man, any comments, any feedback, any stories, comment down below. Give me a thumbs up, like my video, of course. Subscribe. Please subscribe. And if you are subscribed, please put on your post notifications. All right, y'all.
My niggas on the block, they be hustling. Yeah, I'm flexing, bitch, like baby, really flexing, bitch. Yeah, she texting me like, why the fuck you texting, bitch? Always stressing me like, why the fuck you stressing, bitch?